So another beautiful summer's day here in Ballarat after a few days of storms. So I'm out on the gravel bike. Quick cricket update. 2 for 81 England. Day 5, test 4. Aussies are trying to bowl them out by the end of the day. And that will be the last time I mention the cricket because of course we're going to win this one today. Okay, so back to cycling because that's what the channel is all about. The S-Works EXOS EVO mountain bike shoes or cross-country shoes. This is my long-term review after 6 months of wearing them. And I'll get to the details on why I think they should be recalled a little later in the video. So these shoes released in June 2021. Geez, I'm struggling with the dates, given it's now 2022. So released 6 months ago. I jumped on the website just to see if they had in my size, and typically they don't, and they did. They also had them in a Mrs. Llama's size as well, 42s. So I've purchased 2 pairs of these shoes, not just one. They are the most expensive shoes I've ever purchased, and I had to purchase 2 pairs. Let's have a look at the detail of those as I've unboxed them, as they were a lot shinier 6 months ago, before we dig into the details of what I think of the fit, the feel, and why they should be recalled. Onto a closer look at the new S-Works EXOS EVO mountain bike shoes, or cross-country shoes, or gravel shoes, whichever you'll be riding with. And there's no question at all, these things are super, super light. And as soon as you get your hands on them, you can see where the weight savings is made. The uppers are really, really thin. Even around the heel is pretty squishy. A little tighter through here, and in the heel cup down near the bottom, so that's not too squishy through there. But the uppers are super, super soft. And yeah, even so new, I haven't even taken that off yet. So that really is about it with the hands on. You can see the carbon fiber sole that is super, super stiff. So they're the size 43s, and I do have Von's size 42s to weigh. Now the 42s are what the official weight spec is based on, so we'll have a look at those in a sec. But for now, I guess we'll take the inner soles out because they usually weigh things without anything at all. And a hang-up that I have with all cycling shoes is the supplied inner soles are absolute junk, and these are really no exception. These are absolutely horrible. They're worse than cardboard, and if you can see closely, it's like bike helmet material. You wouldn't... these are... Anyhow, the first thing I'm going to do is switch over to my blues, which I do love. A bit more support through here, and they're not cardboard. They're made of a little bit more comfortable rubber material, whatever. This is just made of Wheat Bix. Horrible. Anyhow, enough of that. These will be going straight in this shoe, like so. That's as easy as it is. Now, I really do think that shoes should be sold with the option of what kind of support you need, especially given these are S-Works. These are also S-Works, and no one's ever going to be running the standard insoles. Okay, enough about the insoles. It will be something I keep going on about, though, with every single pair of shoes that I get. Let's throw the size 43s on the weight scale with no insoles. 240 grams for the right, no insole. And the left, 238 grams. Oh, and if you're wondering, those insoles weigh 33. The other ones I'm not going to weigh, they're just not important. Okay, so that's the size 43s. Now the size 42s, which is what Specialized use as the showcase weight, I guess you'd call it. There's the size 42s on their website, 232 grams. Take the junk out, put these on. 226 under spec. Oh, that makes me excited. Get that out of here. And the other one of these. Oh, disgusting. 226, so under spec for size. Well done, Specialized. Well done being under spec for your lightest cross-country mountain bike shoe. And just quickly touching on the pricing as of today, 550 Aussie dollars, or in US dollars, these are $425. I said I wasn't going to mention the cricket again, but it's now threefer, so it's looking good for the Aussies. So as you saw there in the unboxing, or the tabling, I guess you'd call it, of those shoes, the summary there being stupidly expensive, very light, and insoles that are absolute trash that don't even deserve to be shipped with the shoes. Specialized make those other insoles that I put in. Why they can't include them, I don't know. And it's something that I said about the Bonts too. The Bonts come with cardboard trash insoles. And I'll keep saying it until shoe companies actually sort their shit out and start providing better shoes out of the box. 550 bucks Australian with a cardboard box insole? Come on. Anyhow, on to the first ride, or the first three rides with these shoes. I was going to return them. A lot of the reviews mentioned that the heel cup has no support whatsoever, it collapses. I had that happening because they are so super soft, but it was digging into my Achilles. How a soft shoe digs in, I don't know. But after 3 rides indoors, I really wasn't happy, especially after spending that much money too. But I persevered because of how much they cost. And after the 4th ride and an outdoor ride, they sorted themselves out and they've been fine ever since. So the fit is absolutely brilliant. Hands down, some of the most comfortable shoes. The most comfortable? Be close, that I've ever worn on the bike. I have a kind of wide foot. I don't have to buy the wide sizes, but if I buy standard sizes, I do have to push them out just a little tiny bit. So the Bonts take a bit of getting used to, and the standard S-Works road shoes that I usually wear, that I have worn in the past, need a bit of pushing. The Velo kicks that I've had, I've got 2 pairs of those now, they're fine. And these, which is what today's video is about, have been no problems whatsoever. Super comfy, as all the reviewers have said. Now I'm going to get to why they need a recall soon. But let's get back on the gravel. After all, I am on the gravel bike. Alrighty, back on the gravel and heading towards somewhere to close off something from my other videos. You'll see where in just a few moments. So why should these expensive, very comfortable, very light S-Works shoes be recalled? Well, if you dig through any longer term reviews, not the initial reviews put out, then you'll see why. The reviews of these shoes get 5 stars or pretty much 2 stars. And it's a common theme. It's the rear tabs. So these shoes need rear tabs to pull on because there's no heel, I was going to say stability. The heel's very soft, the whole shoe's very soft. So to have a tab to pull them on is a requirement. Unfortunately, as the gravel ends and we head towards my destination today, unfortunately the tabs are made of paper, plastic, junk. They rip off. I ripped one of my tabs off and thought, oh shit, $550, and seriously, I'm ripping tabs off shoes? And then the other one came off. And then Von pulled one of hers off as well. So we have 4 of these shoes and only 1 tab on the rear of the heel has survived. You can still put them on, but This is a flaw that a lot of people have encountered, and you dive through any of the online reviews on specialized.com or Amazon or anywhere, it's a common theme. So the rear tabs are absolute junk and it makes them hard to put on. For $550 Australian shoes, totally unacceptable. They should do a full recall. I'll hang my hat on that statement. Next up, not quite the recall thing, but something you should know about is the toe area is rubber or plastic. Whilst that's okay, passing speed of 59 kilometers per hour of the last car there. Well, the front toe area is, it's okay to be plastic because, or rubber, sorry, because mountain bikes, water, cold, but taking them out on a 35°C day, no good. Not enough ventilation in the toe area. And I got, what do you call it, dishwasher hands, bath fingers on my toes. Now it was a very hot and humid day, but something to be aware of. So in very humid conditions, hot environments, they do not have enough toe box ventilation of these shoes. And lastly, while I'm on my moan session about these shoes, the single dial isn't enough. The one string of, what do you call it, Titan wire can be a little troublesome to get right, to get the tension right, just to screw them in with the one boa dial on the top. 2 dials would suit this shoe a lot better. So in summary, to make this shoe a lot better, give away a bit of the weight. They're super light as they are. Specialized need to put a better pull tab on the back that doesn't rip off. Seriously, my grandma could rip them off. And she hasn't been around for quite some time, both of them. 2 dials, and for God's sake, allow us to select what insoles we want, especially when the company themselves make the insoles. I put the blues in. The blues are fantastic. They're my 3 things that really need to be fixed on these shoes. For the kind of price, now if they're only 200 bucks, maybe 250, sure, you could get away with a few shortcuts here and there. I've spent over $1,000 on 2 pairs of these shoes, both of them having the same issues. It's time for them to really come into the, where are we, 2022, and give us some better services. Anyhow, I'm at the destination. We do have a medieval castle here in Ballarat. There's no doof festivals, there's no police dogs today. So it's just it's a tourist attraction. They also have jousting. They have, what else do they have inside other than music festivals? I'm not sure, I haven't been here since I was a kid, but I was scared with some of the mannequins and things they have tied up with the medieval torture stuff they have in here. Anyway, I'm back to the cricket. I think that's all my notes covering off. Oh yes, one last thing I will mention. I'll continue wearing these shoes because they are so bloody comfortable that I absolutely love them. I can put up with having to crawl my toes into them to get them on and not having that pull tab at the back. I haven't sent them back to Specialized yet because, to be honest, I'm sick and tired of sending shit back to companies. I haven't done a few videos because the last few days has been me breaking shit out in the bike and doing shipping back to companies. I'm tired of it. These things work enough. They work as shoes, nice and comfy. And I won't be cutting them either to get the Asiomas to fit. So I've been using the Garmin Rally XCs, the XC200s that I've been riding around on quite a bit, which don't require a modification to the shoe. That was car back, but it's actually people. Good job, Radar. So I'll still be wearing them. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I mean, here's a video that hopefully will be seen by quite a few people to discuss the downsides of these expensive shoes. Maybe Specialized can review the reviews people are putting up, not just mine, and address that. Fly, tasty. And we'll go from there. But they tick the boxes. They're super comfy, super light, and I'm not riding them always on a very, very hot day. So they do the job. Still my favourite shoes, with a few downsides. Bloody hell, they're expensive. Anyhow, Crow Castle, look it up on the web, or if you're in Ballarat, tourist attraction that's around. It's time to go home and listen to the cricket. Thanks for watching.